let me take you back to the thrilling journey of a boxer whose story is one for the ages. Gerardo Gonzalez was a Cuban boxer. He was born on January 6, 1926. Gerardo was the former undisputed world welterweight champion from 1951 to 1954. He was known for facing notable fighters like Ike Williams and Sugar Ray Robinson. He was popularly known in the boxing world as Kid Gavilan. Gavilan had a challenging childhood. He was the second child out of 3 children. His dad worked at a plantation while his mom was a cook. Gavilan's father later abandoned them after a problem he had at his workplace. The name Gavilan was adopted from his stepfather, who bears the name Gonzalez Gavilan. Growing up as a young boy, Gavilan worked several jobs for wealthy families and also worked at a sugarcane field. He fell in love with boxing at a very young age. This was where his love for the sport began. He engaged in several street fights against other boys. Gavilan started his professional boxing career on June 5, 1943. Guiding him was Yumulchade, a savvy boxing manager from Puerto Rico. In Havana, he faced Antonio Diaz in his first professional bout. After 4 intense rounds, the judges declared Gavilan the winner. Havana became his playground as he racked up 10 straight wins. With 14 wins under his belt, Gavilan was ready to conquer new lands. He ventured abroad for the first time, heading to Mexico City. There, he faced Julio Cesar Jimenez in a 10-round battle and emerged victorious. But the ring has a way of testing its fighters. Gavilan suffered his first defeat against Carlos Macalara by decision. Determined to avenge his loss, Gavilan faced Macalara again, this time in Havana. In a fight that had everyone on the edge of their seats, Gavilan claimed victory by decision, redeeming himself and proving his bravery. By the time he stepped onto American soil, Gavilan had an impressive record of 25 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. His first fight in the U.S. took place on November 1, 1946, in New York City. Kid Gavilan's journey continued, a story of determination and relentless pursuit of greatness. In 1947, Kid Gavilan found himself splitting time between the eastern coast of the United States and his beloved Havana. That year, he fought 13 times, boasting a record of 11 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, with 3 of those victories coming by knockout. By 1948, Gavilan decided to make the United States his permanent home. That year brought him face-to-face with some of the sport's biggest names. He fought former world champion Ike Williams, losing by decision in 10 rounds. But he bounced back, winning by decision against Tommy Bell. The legendary Sugar Ray Robinson also defeated him by decision in 10 rounds. Gavilan then squared off against Tony Pelwan and emerged victorious by decision. Determined and relentless, Gavilan faced Williams again, defeating him twice by decision. He then got a shot at Robinson's world welterweight title, but after a grueling 15 rounds, Robinson won by decision. Undiscouraged, Gavilan went back to training and returned to the ring with renewed strength. He took on Rocky Castellani, then lightweight world champion Bo Jack, and Laurent Dothwell, defeating all of them by decision in 10 rounds each. Gavilan's 1950 campaign was a busy one. He fought 15 times, securing 10 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Among his victories were notable names like Billy Graham, Sonny Horn, Robert Vilmain, Eugene Hairston, and Tony Gennaro. Each fight was a step in his relentless pursuit of greatness. In 1951, Kid Gavilan's hard work paid off. He beat Tommy Charlo twice, once in Caracas, Venezuela, and Eugene Hairston again. But the highlight came on May 18th when he became the world welterweight champion by defeating Johnny Bratton in a 15-round decision. Gavilan defended his title against Billy Graham, winning by decision, and squeezed in 4 non-title fights before the year's end, including another win over Tony Gennaro and a draw with Bratton. In 1952, Gavilan successfully defended his title against Bobby Dykes, Gil Turner, and Graham in their 3rd matchup. Each fight was a 15-round decision. He also had 5 non-title bouts, with 3 of them being part of an Argentinian tour. Notably, his 3rd fight with Graham marked his first world title defense in Havana, and his bout with Dykes was historic as the first fight between a black and white boxer in segregated Miami, Florida. In 1953, Gavilan retained his title by knocking out Chuck Davey in the 10th round and winning 15 round decisions against Carmen Basilio and Bratton. He fought in 7 non-title bouts, losing to Danny Woomer but defeating Ralph Tiger Jones. In 1954, Gavilan moved up in weight and, after 2 more victories by points, challenged world middleweight champion Bobo Olsen but lost in a 15-round decision. Dropping back down in weight, he lost his world welterweight championship to Johnny Saxton by decision in 15 rounds. That same year, Gavilan appeared on a Telemundo Puerto Rico poster, marking the promotion of the country's first television transmission. After hanging up his gloves, Gavilan embraced his faith and became one of Jehovah's Witnesses. His devotion led to his imprisonment under the Castro regime for preaching. In the 1980s, Gavilan made ends meet by selling sausages in Chicago. Gavilan passed away from a heart attack in Miami, Florida, at the age of 77.